Live from Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. This is your motivational, sensational, inspirational, educational, keenly awaited, highly anticipated edition of the afternoon swing trading floor with your humble host, Jeremy Alexander Newsom, with another daily dose of mentally delicious brain food, reminding each of you to love life, live life, and trade it. John Massey, back for more. I love it, buddy. You still riding motorcycles, man? How's the family your way? Steve Morton with a big day in the day trading room. Congrats, Steve. Damien says, my favorite intro. I appreciate it, man. Love it. Elvis, what's up, bro? Seeing some familiar faces from earlier in this afternoon. A lot of you are here. Adriana's here. What's up, girl? Ashley Allen in the building on the ones and twos. Shaz says, hola, amigo. What's going on, sir? Steve says, I'm here every day. DJ is from Nashville. What's up, bud? But I know you. Ian says, first-time visitor from the UK. Hi. What's going on, man? Marta Moses is back for more, and hello. Phenomenal. Thank you so much, everyone, for being here. Jill, this was a great presentation. Jill, I miss you. Hope Australia looks beautiful. Matthias, how's Germany? Andrew says, hi, Andrew, first time. Welcome here, Mr. Saxby. So it looks like you guys can all hear me fine and see my screen okay. Let me just kind of give you guys an idea of what the afternoon room is for. Today is Mentorship Monday, as you know. So I'm going to go a little bit slower than normal. I will be sending out a recording, Mr. Terry Williams, in about 3 hours. So I got the morning recorded, the afternoon recorded. You're going to get more content than you've ever gotten before for free. That's going to be in the afternoon. So get ready to sit back and get that action in. But the afternoon room is designed for more of a swing trading pace. Right? We look for longer-term trades, option trades, credit spreads, shares, earning gaps. We'll plan for tomorrow. The afternoon room is a phenomenal opportunity, an incredible place to trade. You guys are going to absolutely love it, and I do take your requests. Today is Mentorship Monday, however, so I do have some stuff I want to kind of talk about and discuss a little bit about. Tomorrow is going to be Tech Giant Tuesday. Wednesday is going to be Energy Wednesday. Thursday is Transportation Thursday, and Friday is Finance Friday. We're going to be here all week together. We're going to be updating some trades. We're going to be talking. It's going to be phenomenal, and I'm pumped. So let's talk broad markets. That's what I do at the very beginning. SPY, it's safe to say we're up a little bit today. So SPY, the government shutdown thing kind of rattled out. Wasn't really that big of an issue. Yeah, it's safe to say that we're up a little bit on SPY. Oops. So where are we going to end? Honestly, guys, the trend is going to continue to be your friend. Do not look to short this thing. If you have any investor or any guru that you listen to or newsletter, and if they are going bearish, delete them from your inbox forever, because they're morons and they don't know how to trade the stock market. I know it's a little harsh, but that's coming from a 29-year-old, and if I can out-trade these guys, just leave them alone. Markets are bullish. Why are you going to try to pick the top? Why are you always bearish is my question. Right? I keep getting emails. I got an email right over here. This is the top of the market. I got an email like 3 weeks ago. Government's going to shut down. The market's going to plunge. I got an email over here. The market's going to go zero. I got an email over here. Type in a 3 if you've got the same emails. Okay, we've all gotten those emails. Why are they still perma bears? Stop being perma bears. That's not the way you make money. The market is bullish. Keep doing it until it stops working. And when it stops working, yeah, you're going to lose a little bit of money. That's okay. Pick your shirt up off the floor. Dust the dust off. Someday they're going to be right. They're going to be right once. Or they're going to say, "See, I told you so," but they're going to be wrong for 47 years or whatever it is. So don't worry about it. The trend is bullish. It's very easy. Buy the dip. That's the trend. That's the direction. And there will be a day where it does not work. Yes. But until that day comes, just keep doing it. Next target is 297.40 on the SPY. This is here's the hourly chart. So I do like trading the hourly time frames. And what I will do is I'll just kind of draw this. Matthias says, buy the salsa. That's right, baby. Here's your hourly time frame. You see a nice little triangle. So if we pull back, I'm not saying we will, but I'm saying if we do, that would be a dip buying opportunity. Simple as that. So that is SPY. The trend is bullish. So my good buddy Derek Washington, who Lance, you got to meet him one day. He's in Hawaii. Derek Washington sent me a heads up to buy some January 2019 305 SPY calls. And on that day right there, no, actually, I'm sorry. He sent me the text on this day, purple arrow, and I bought them on the red arrow. They're already up 100%. Robert says, I'm in Hawaii. Oh, very cool, Robert. Well, there's like 9 real-life traders over there. I was just in Hawaii a few weeks ago. Feels like a few weeks ago. Santi says, I'm in SPY from 211. Congrats, my bro. Well done. So anyway, RN, yep, I did use Fibonacci analysis to find some of those targets. And I like it. Looks good. Mark, someone's typing rapidly with an open mic. That might be Ashley. Let me get her mic muted. There you go. So anyway, that's the SPY. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. Here's the DIA. DIA. This is the ETF that tracks the Dow. And again, trend looks nice. I know it's high. I get it, but it is bullish. Bullish, bullish, bullish. So if this thing pulls back, again, I'll look to buy a dip. And that's pretty much it. The IWM, we had a lot of traders take this break out of this triangle pattern. Type in a 1 if you can. Type in a 1 if you can see that triangle pattern on IWM. Yeah, exactly. Very pretty. Very pretty little triangle. So the purple line was just that resistance. I did not go bearish there, right? It was a good bullish opportunity. First 2018 target is 161.23. So the IWM, here was the pullback, by the way. There it was. Here, remember the Wealth 365 Summit? When I did my presentation, long day white candles, very often retest. There's the retest right here. That's you buying the dip into that 10. I have an amazing video for you all. If you did not get a chance to go to the morning room, I'm going to send out a really great video later. You guys are going to like that, called How to Buy the Bounce. Here's the Qs. And the Qs, this is the tech sector just going berserk. 178.41 is my late March, early April target, which all I'm saying is there will be a dip at some point in the market. We might pull back 1 to 3%, give or take, right? And if it's going to happen, it's going to happen pretty quickly. All I'm going to tell you, folks, is I'm buying that so that you all know. If that happens, I'm buying it. Efren, let me put that stock on the list for later in the week, and I will be happy to look at that for you. So today, we got ourselves Mentorship Monday. So what are we going to do on Mentorship Monday? The goal is, at this particular point, I had already received a bunch of requests for what we're going to talk about in Mentorship Monday. So the next Mentorship Monday is going to be in February, and then obviously March and April. We do one every single month. So this particular Mentorship Monday, here was the questions that I got. I was going to bring them over. I got the question, how do you effectively manage trading, investing, and saving for retirement as a professional trader? How do you allocate your earnings when you're profitable, and do you evenly divide earnings between the three? It's a really good question. So I'm going to kind of be discussing and talking about today how I personally set up my trading as a professional trader, what I look to do, and how I play things appropriately. So that's what we're going to talk about today. Tomorrow is going to be Tech Giant Tuesday, where we're going to look at a lot of stocks. Before I get into that discussion, I do need to update some traders. There are some real-life traders who are already here, who, you know, we've been here forever, and we got some swing trades that we have to update. So we are in a bullish swing trade on Baidu. This is the swing trade journal that you guys will all get access to if you ever decide to continue trading with us in that real-life trading. So Baidu, B-I-D-U. Kind of weird that Baidu sold off pretty strongly today, even though the market was higher. So what I'm going to do on Baidu is take the stop and actually increase it a little bit, but keep it underneath that 20. So new stop is 248.09 on Baidu. And I'm going to update that for everybody in our text alert services. This is Slack. Updated stop on Baidu. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and put that also in the worksheet, which I actually published this trade on TradingView as well. Mario says up almost 2 hours today. Hey, congrats. There's a lot of good traders. A lot of good trades are up today. It's exciting times. Exciting. So I'm going to come in here and update this idea on Baidu. And we're going to go look at, again, just a few other swing trades. Just make some really quick reviews. These are trades that we were in from last week and the week before. So there's Baidu. Updated stop. Next trade is First Solar. So First Solar is gapping up right now due to the tax reform, the tariffs. My buddy Tim Walbridge, I know you're not here right now. I don't know if you get a chance to watch this, but Tim, he's a big trader of First Solar. And this was my note on Friday. My note was, if this thing does not bounce by Wednesday, look to exit. So feel free to put this one on your list for tomorrow morning. I'll say that again. If you day trade, put this one on your list because it is gapping up right now. And it will be, if it opens where it is, a bullish gap and go tomorrow. Okay, so this is a nice gap on First Solar. This was a swing trade that Brad got the traders into with the stop at 66.19. So we can take that stop and put that right here at 68.28 on First Solar. Because as of now, where it's gapping up, it's a strong gap and should not fill that gap. New stop on FSLR. Put that right there. Perfect. Hop over here. All right, updated stop. Fantastic. And then this was a trade that I'm really excited about. Here's TD. So TD, Toronto Dominion, is one that we got traded into not too long ago. No update on this one yet. I'm just going to leave it alone, let it do its thing. So Toronto Dominion, I'll let it rock out. And then our other swing trade we have is on FDC. And FDC, we got triggered in this morning. And we'll move up the stop on that probably later this week, maybe on Friday. So TD and FDC will probably increase the stop on that one. Mario says it's a spreadsheet shared publicly. Yes, anyone who signs up for the real life training rooms, I will provide that worksheet to them. Andre says, how do I modify my name? Andre, it's a Zoom app. You have to do that through Zoom. So I think you have to download the app, go to preferences, kind of rock it out from there. Tommy Monet in the building. What's up, buddy? How are you? So let's go talk about that. How do I effectively manage trading? All that kind of good stuff. Well, let's just go to, what can I do on this? Whiteboard? I've never done a whiteboard before. Let's do some whiteboard action. Whiteboard. Fantastic. Let me kind of draw this. I don't know exactly what this looks like on the recording, but I hope it's going to be a good one. Huh. There we go. Pausing, resume, share. All right. So what I do is I have 3 accounts. And again, this is just me personally. I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have a license. I don't have a license to manage money, but I can tell you what I do, and you guys can, kind of play it accordingly, however you want. So I have 3 accounts. One smaller account for aggressive option and or day trading. I'll say smaller account. This could be anywhere between $3,000 for traders and about 30 to 35. That's what I would consider a smaller account, somewhere in that range. Okay, 3 to 30,000. So you have the aggressive day trading because you can day trade with that amount. Day trade options normally is what I'm really getting for, referring to day trading options. Aggressive option trades, things of that nature. And then you have a medium account. And this is more for swing trades. This can be, stocks, credit spreads, put sales, swing trading options, regular day trading. And I usually say a medium account was probably somewhere in the ranges of 30 to about, I don't know, 120. Okay. Right? So somewhere in that range, that's kind of how I separate those two. And then you got the big boy account, whatever it's called, the IRA, 401k, RRSP for my Canadians. I do have a business account, Sadish. I hope I said that correct. Doug says, hi from Nova Scotia. Nice, Doug. Thanks for being here. So IRA, this would be the bigger account. Whatever you call it, wherever you are in the world. And again, I would say that's anywhere from 120,000 up. Now, that's just how I parse it out presently. Can you combine all of them, right? Can you combine this and this into one large account and just trade everything from there? Sure, you can do that. Why don't I? Because I'm 29. Type in a 1 if you are at retirement age. Hey, congrats. Beautiful job, gentlemen and gentle ladies. Well done. So if you got there, you can pull out money, right, out of an IRA or 401k. Obviously, you guys know the tax implications of all that. But for me, if I pull out money of my IRA, you all know I get taxed big. You're not going to do that. Right, that's what I'm getting at. You're not going to be pulling out money out of the IRA. Again, different countries. This is the United States rules. I think it's 65.5 or 67.5, something of that nature. You got your longer term account. So I can't pull anything out. There's no penalty. So that account is just for me to grow so that when I'm 60, maybe I can be really cool like some of you and, you know, fly my helicopter, land it on Mark McCauley's yacht, and then me and Mark take our speedboat and we hang out with Thomas Wong and Mr. Massey, and then we, you know, go watch the Beatles concert or something. I don't know. So that's the longer term stuff. I'm just trying to grow that as big as I can, let it compound over interest. Ash says, is there a penalty on a Roth IRA as well? Yes. There's a penalty on any IRA if you pull it out pre time frame, whatever that, I think it's like 59.5, someone said. So any kind of growth, right? If you're pulling out beforehand, that's just that's me though. Okay, that's me, my personal approach. Now, growing that, this is what I use for bills, the day-to-day stuff. It's a smaller, a little bit more aggressive. My goal, if you have an account around this, again, 3,000 to 30,000, you're going to be using that for debts. If you have bills, I suggest paying off as much debt as you can, right? Credit card, if you have a mortgage, car payment, whatever your debts are, right? Use small amounts of money to slowly crank it out. Donnie Baldwin says there are exceptions like medical, first purchase of homes, things like that for the IRA. Correct. There definitely are some exceptions. You can talk to a CPA, but you guys get the idea. You guys know what I mean. So 3 to 30,000, right? Somewhere in that general range. That's what you're going to making to pay the debts. Now, the interesting part is if you have a smaller account, that's okay, right? That's exactly what I started with, this beautiful number. I started that a few different times and $3,000 mark. What happens is once you start trading and you become more confident, you'll realize that money is actually the least of your problems. Money is everywhere, right? You can always find more money. Money is everywhere. So once you've proven to yourself that you can trade, you can just go find more money, whatever that looks like. However that, if that's a new job, if that's some type of other equity from something, if you need additional money out there, money is easily found. You just got to find it hard enough. So the point of that is, overall, you got to start somewhere. So if you're starting with a smaller account, what I did slowly is I did this for about 2 to 3 years and proved to myself that I could follow a plan and that I could be disciplined. Jim says, how do you day trade for less than 25,000? Other people's money, OPM. So I talked about that some earlier today in the day trading room. I won't get into it massively today, but I have a hedge fund that you can partner with. So you can partner with a hedge fund. That's the Retire on 3K article. That's what it's about, using other people's money to day trade with, also called proprietary trading, prop trading, whatever you want to call it. Steven says the pattern day trading rule doesn't exist in the UK. There you go. Doesn't exist in the UK. A lot of this is US specific. People from all around the world are here. So kind of consider that for what it is. But this is what I did. So I started paying off my bills, and I'm going to go in this pretty slow, but for the initial while, I was making like $100 extra a month. $100 extra. I know that's not that much money. That was pretty much every single month. And what I was doing is when I would pull money out, right, 90 of it I would keep, because other people would keep 10%, right? They got to make money when you pull the money out. So you have 90 bucks. I took 40 of that and I put it into savings for taxes. This is just what I did initially. I started getting a little bit wiser with taxes, but then I took 50 and I would pay off a debt, a credit card debt, whatever it is. Now, if I had, usually that month, I would probably be up like 110, 111, something like that. So it wasn't exactly 100, let's call it 150, something of that nature. But what I would do is I would leave a little bit of money in and go pay something off. Slowly chip away. Because again, if you have a small account, there's no other explanation than you're going to have a battle. Get ready. Right? You're going to have a battle. There's just no other way to explain it. If you've got the money, trading is easy. It's easy to make money when you have a lot of money. It's hard when you don't have that much money. So there was a 2 to 3 year just pure battle. So this was for day trading only. This is not for swing trading. It's purely day trading. When you're using other people's money and you have that kind of leverage, it's just purely for day trading. So in that spectrum, in that realm, what happened is after about a year or so, I started focusing on my debts, and I paid off a credit card, and then I paid off another credit card. And after 2 years, I was able to grow the small account, and I had no credit card debt for a certain point in time right there. I had no credit card debt, and I was like, oh, this is really cool. So what I ended up doing is I took that $100, and then this 50 paid me, and I went and did something really nice with that 50, and so on and so forth, and then just kind of grew and grew and grew over time. And after about 2 to 3 years, you're sitting around and going, okay, cool. I grew my day trading account, right? So if you have a day trading account through the hedge fund that I partner with, you can have $30,000 of capital that you start with. You can go up to $250,000. You just have to build positive equity. So as you start building positive equity, right, you slowly start grinding. You have more money to work with. You have more money to trade with, right? Money is the least of your problems. So that I can assure you. Money is always there. It's always available. You just got to go find it. Thank you, DJ, for sharing that link, by the way, man. I appreciate it. So DJ just posted the link to the fund that I'm talking about. You the man. Steve says, do you need crazy net speed for day trading? Yes. Yeah, internet is key. You definitely want to have good internet for this day trading. So that's what I was doing day in and day out, and I want you all to understand this. I did nothing other than day trade. That was it. I focused on one thing and one thing only. I knew a lot of strategies at the time, because here's what happened to me in my initial trading. When I first started trading, I did this. I made a lot of money quickly. You guys remember what I did? I know a lot of you know my story, but do you all remember? For those who don't remember, I'll tell you. I made about $30,000 on $100,000 in about 3 months, and that was trading stocks and doing covered calls. And what happened next? You guys know the story. You can go ahead and type it in. It's okay. I won't cry. Yep. Right back down. Lost it all. Lost all of it. So I had a good lesson in that time. Right? I had a good lesson. I understood. I figured it out. Got some understanding. I went out, blew out 2 or 3 day trading courses with the $3,000. So on the 4th try, went out, hired some help, hired a mentor, hired another mentor, learned a lot. So this was back in 2010, 2011, right around then. And yeah, so at that point I was 22, I believe. 21, 22. So anyway, I finally got it right. But the thing that I learned was create a plan, create some rules, and see if you can follow them. That was the biggest thing for me. It was creating a set of rules and seeing if I could follow those rules, right? Like taking a trade and walking away from the computer for an hour. Or if I'm up 4R, which at the time was 20 bucks. If I was up 80 bucks in the first 30 minutes of the day, I'd be done for the day. If I can't take more than 4 trades in a day, right? So I would have all of these rules, and I want to see if I could follow. And as Garang mentioned, I did not give up after I blew up the account. I did not. I didn't give up because I knew that if people were making money out there, it had to be my problem. It had to be my issue. So I built some rules. I figured out if I could follow them. And I finally came to a time where I experienced enough pain where I just started following my rules. And the crazy part is the most difficult part of all of this trading was what? Was simply following the rules and being patient. That's why I spell P-A-Y-T-I-E-N-T. Being patient. That was the hardest part for me. It was so difficult because I wanted to make millions by Tuesday. Type in 3 if you want to make millions by Tuesday, right? I get it. We're all the same, okay? There's no one here who doesn't want to make an extra $1 million 24 hours from now. The hard part is if you get the money without putting in the work, what's going to happen? You're going to lose it. Bye-bye. You're not ready for it. Just like if you are working out at the gym and you put 400 pounds on that bench press machine, right? Are you going to be able to do the bench press? Like if you haven't practiced it, no. No, you have not. Doug, that's a great question. He says, were you working full-time while you were day trading? Yes, I was. So at this particular point in time of the story, I was working at Nationwide Insurance. I was working at Nationwide. So I did have the ability to have some income coming in. And it's just baloney if you say you can trade full-time and you don't have the time to day trade. You are lying to yourself. If you trade full-time, there is some, I mean, unless you're working exactly 9 to 5 Eastern Standard Time, then maybe you can't. If you can't change your schedule, I get it. But yeah, I just changed my schedule and started trading in the afternoon. Yes, I went to work in the afternoon. I changed my schedule from 1 to 9, 1 to 9:30, something like that. I worked the night shift, and I just traded in the morning on East Coast. So anyway, that was kind of what was happening. And after I started paying off credit card bills and started paying off debts, and I felt more comfortable with myself, I also built up some positive equity. So $30,000 turned into about $34,000. But that additional $4,000 of positive equity gave me approximately $30,000 extra dollars of buying power. So now I had $64,000 of allocated funds to day trade with. And once I had $64,000 of day trading, again, that's all with $3,000 initially, right? I was following my rules. I was constant. I felt okay. I was being patient. That was a game changer. Woo! That was a game changer because now, instead of a $20 R, I trusted myself, and then my R became 120. So instead of making 5 Rs a month at 20 bucks a month, I was making 5 Rs a month at $120 a month. Chaz says, were you trading gaps only? Yep, I was trading the exact same way I trade now then. I haven't changed almost at all. So $120 was my R, and I was trading about 4 to 5 Rs a month. And that's a pretty, I mean, again, that's 400 bucks. So remember, at this point, this is probably 6 years ago, I had very little debt, if any, and I was making an extra $400 a month. 300 of that stayed in the account. I pulled out 100. I kept 90. 45 went to taxes. 40 went to me. 50 went to me. I went out to a nice dinner, had a good month, so on and so forth. And as you guys can see, I was working this entire time. I still had a job. So now we come to about 5 years. So trading an extra $400 a month, leaving $300 in, what happens to the profitability? I had another $3,000 of positive equity. With that $3,000, I was able to trade about 80-ish. I think it was like 79 and some change. So you have $80,000. And then with $80,000, at this point, I have about $7,000 of positive equity that I was able to lose if I needed to. I increased my R to 300. And again, same process, ladies and gentlemen, same exact process for an entire separate year. So this is about 5 years ago. So as I was doing that, I started re-practicing my other trading styles, right? Trading covered calls, trading credit spreads. I started learning. This is about when a lot of you started getting interaction with me. Not a lot, I shouldn't say a lot of you. 10% of you started getting interaction with me about 5 years. Am I right? Type in a 2 if you've known me for about 5 years. Some of you know me for a little bit longer, but most of you have been starting right around that 5-year period of time. This is when I started trading credit spreads. I started dabbling a little bit in other strategies because I knew, I was like, okay, I now know exactly how to follow my plan, how to follow my rules, and then compounding interest takes over, right? 80 turns into 160, 160 turns into 250. You got $250,000 of day trading power. I mean, at that point, the sky's the limit. If you trade $1,000 R, which I was at one point, you're making 10 R a month. That's about 10 grand. Then you have no debt. You're starting to pay off other things. You're starting to build up other accounts. And yeah, I get it. That whole process took me right at 7 years. But here's all I'm trying to get at. 7 years of time. Is 7 years of time worth it to be entirely financially free? It's up to you. You get to make that call. It could work quicker for you. If you have more money, it's easier to happen. But when I trade, right, at 7 years, at this particular point in my career, I have no boss. I have no one who tells me what I can and cannot do, when I can and cannot do it. I can do whatever I want, whenever I want, from wherever I want to in the world. I have zero debt to my name. I don't have a house payment. I don't have a car payment. I don't have any payment at all to anything personally. So what I'm getting at is it takes time, right? It just takes a little bit of time. So if you're willing to put in the work, if you are willing to put in that kind of work, and yes, I had tax bills, I paid all the tax bills and all that stuff. It says property tax. Nope, I don't pay property tax. I rent right now. I sold all my rental estate properties, all my rental properties, so I felt like the real estate market was high, and I just rent right now. John said that's one of the best feelings in the world. It truly is. It's incredible. And so now all my income is, I can just dump it into whatever I want, which at this point, you start building businesses. And that gets really fun. So I do want to, you start building other businesses, which is where how real life trading got spurred, because as you guys know, this room is free for you, but not free for others, right? Some real life traders right now are paying for you to be here. The bill to front this room for today costs about $750. So again, it costs money to run businesses, but that's where you start learning and growing and, slowly getting there. But once you get it, this is a skill that you will use forever. Adam says, do you trade under an LLC? Yes, I do. So this is a skill that you can use forever. Once you got it, you can use this for 20 years, 30 years, 70 years, however old you are. I don't know. You can teach it to your kids. You can teach it to your grandkids, nieces, nephews, brothers, sisters. And then again, once you master a strategy, you slowly start tiptoeing into other focuses, right? The future is good. It's beautiful. So that's really how I started allocating when I was initially trading. As you start making a little bit more money, your allocations look a little bit different. So let's say that you bring home, I don't know, $4 grand a month in trading, right? You want to set some aside for taxes. So for me, I just dump it into another stock, right? Because I prolong paying taxes as long as I can, because I learned that you can make more money and better interest. I do pay my taxes, but I just defer them. You're in the US, you're allowed to defer your taxes for like a year and a half before you pay them. I defer my taxes as long as I can because I can make more money on that money than what I'm owed, right? Why would I pay $10,000 in taxes when I can take that $10,000 and turn it into $30,000 and then pay the taxes and have $20,000 left over? Matt says, are you actually going to teach something or just self-graduating exercise? Yeah, that's going to be tomorrow's where we're going to really hop into it. Mark says, I add money every paycheck. Building the account. Exactly. Eric says, what do you invest the tax money in? Right now, cryptos. That's what I'm putting all my tax money in right now is cryptocurrencies. It is what it is. It's worked out well for the last 2 years. It's worked out well. Ashley says, aren't cryptos so volatile? If you know how to trade them, you know how to mitigate risk. Not that bad. They're not bad. The other money, you started putting some into real estate, right? So you start putting some money into real estate. You start taking some of that money and putting it to stocks, right? You start building your stock portfolio, all that kind of good stuff. So bottom line, that's really how I try to manage the differences between the three. That's how I divide my time. Most of my time is spent day trading. The other swing trades, they really shouldn't take that long. They shouldn't. I mean, if you're a swing trader, you shouldn't be at the computer 4 hours a week maximum. Maximum. Whew. I mean, 4 hours a week. If you're just purely day trading and you're spending more than that, oh my goodness. It's not hard. Longer term investing is even easier. Just invest in something that you know and make less money, make more money than you lose, right? So it's all about what you focus on. This particular room, we do focus on day trading. We do place a lot of swing trades. It's not that much time, right? So your 4 hours can be part of the afternoon swing trading room, right? That can be your hour a day. Maybe you do 5. That can be your hour a day. You get your swing trading ideas. You understand how you're going to approach it. And you figure out kind of what it's going to go from there. I want to just give a few shout outs to a few real life traders really quick because today was a very big day for a few traders. Just kind of scroll up. This is the Slack meeting. So if you all decide to join real life trading, this is another way that I reward myself, by the way. I just posted this is a Washington penny. So you guys all seen an Abraham Lincoln penny. That's a Washington penny. So I got that. That delivered today. That was kind of cool. But Drake Russell got 9 R's on his swing trade on Square. 9 R. That's 9% in like a week and a half. That's a big deal. I'm just going to keep scrolling up because there's more and more of those. But there's a lot of traders who won large on Square today. It was really exciting. Matthias, I think you said you nailed it pretty well. I know DJ scored it really good as well. I'm just kind of keep scrolling up here slowly. So Lance, who is in Maui, made 2.5 R's on Square today. He's sitting at 4.79 R's on the month. That's incredible. Julian is really excited about Square. Let me open up this little message. Mark's in Square. Brian was in Square. So this was one of the stocks that I was very bullish on for this year. And I mentioned that in the January 29th webinar. Sorry, I keep saying January. December 29th right there. And just a beautiful, beautiful move. We'll talk about this one a lot in the afternoon room. So for those of you who made some money on Square, congratulations. You have to win more than you lose, right? Just win more than you lose. That is trading 101. So on Square right now, my thought on this one is look for a pullback. So Matthew, you were asking earlier if I actually do any analysis. If you're still here, this is the analysis part. So on Square, you'd be looking for a little bit of a dip buying opportunity and then look to get in on a pullback. Right? Nice limit buy, some good volume. This was the trend. This was the buying opportunity right here. If you want to know how you play the bounce or how you get in on the bounce, that is an email that you'll be getting out today because we talked about that in the day trading room. It was a very good discussion. I think you guys are going to absolutely love that. So that's Square, just a great trade. Congratulations for all those real life traders out there who made some money on this one. I think she's going to keep going, by the way. Buy low, sell high. My Q2 2018 target, which we might get there earlier than that, is 58.31. And that is based on fibs. I do a lot of Fibonacci analysis, all that kind of good stuff. So that's Square. DJ says my SQ calls are for mid-March, so I'm holding. Nice. Nicely done, buddy. NVIDIA was a big winner today. Is Corey, are you here, Corey? So NVIDIA is gapping up a little bit after hours. So we're going to talk about Netflix. Don't worry. I wouldn't go all day without talking about Netflix. So NVIDIA, nice looking trade. We talk a lot about NVIDIA. It's gapping up about 1% pre-market. So there's people who talk about how do you know when a stock is gapping before market. This is an exact example right here. I mean, you can tell that this thing is gapping. Now, will it open there? I don't know. Right, we've got a long time before market opens, but we're gapping up here. What type of gap is this on NVIDIA, ladies and gentlemen? Lita says, I make great money on my short-term SPYU calls. Nice, Lita. So this is a retest gap, exactly. Very nice retest gap. So you'd be looking for some kind of pullback and some type of dip. It depends on your time frame. Right? It's all about your time frame. It's all about what is your goal? What are you trying to accomplish? We talked a lot about that in the morning day trading room as well. So anyway, NVIDIA is going to be a nice little retest gap. Good trend. My target on that one is 252.72. So if you're in bullish, I would just say keep holding. The trend looks good. I don't really see any massive evidence of why I would go bearish right now. Meaning, don't try to pick the top on this one. By the way, here's the trade that most traders are in on NVIDIA. This is one that we talked about in the afternoon room. This is also one I published for free in TradingView. Right, you guys, anyone who follows me on TradingView, you all had access to this chart, NVDA. And you can follow me on TradingView for free. I post like 10% of the trades we talk about, just to give you guys some love. But the afternoon room, there's always so much stuff going on. But here is back on December 27th. Check this baby out. I'll put a chart. I'll put a chart in here. Naveed says, how do you activate pre-market and post-market? You do have to pay for it, Naveed. So if you pay for it, once you do that, let me know, and I'll be happy to help you. So here's the setup on NVIDIA, and it was just a nice little double bottom play. You had a really pretty retest gap right here. That was the retest. You had a nice little bullish candle here. So that was going bullish from this hammer candle, right? Because that was the setup. White candle, gapping up, retest gap. This is the retest. That hammer coming in, get in above there, stop below there. Look at this trade on NVIDIA. You could have done that with shares. You could have done that with options. I mean, that is blissfully amazing. Now, granted, I had no idea that it would move that quickly. You know, I had no idea, but that was beautiful. Is NVIDIA over? I do not think so. No. So this is something that's referred to as Mr. Squiggles. I don't think this is going to happen on NVIDIA, personally. All I'm saying is if it does, I'm going to look to buy the dip. Buy low, sell high. Naveed says I have a pro count. That'd be enough for pre and post market. It should. Yes, it should. So if you right click on your chart, Naveed, go down here to where it says properties, and then click on time zone sessions. Click extended hours right there, and that should work. If not, email their customer service team and hit them up, and hopefully they'll be able to help you. DJ said, I'd love for NVIDIA to dip a little bit, but who knows? Exactly. I don't know if it will, right? I'm not entirely sure. That'd be great if it does. But what I can say is if NVIDIA bounces, right? In trading, it's all about creating the plan for what you want to occur. So if NVIDIA pulls back, this is a retest gap action. So you got a nice gap action right there. Kind of looks like a double bottom type of thing. So if it pulls back, I think it's a viable opportunity. Looks really good. All right, let's go talk Netflix for a second. John says, would fib show you where a pullback might occur? I don't think you need a fib for that kind of move. It would just be into the 10 EMA. Oops, I didn't type in Netflix. NFLX. But the answer is yes, of course. I mean, fibs, they can always show you something cool. So Netflix, strong, powerful trend. Strong, powerful trend. We're gapping up. This is going to be an interesting one because people will be selling Netflix tomorrow. The challenge is, this is one of the stocks that I'm most bullish on. It's going to hit 300 in Q2. It might even hit it before then. But be bullish on Netflix. That's my Q2 target. That is a huge white candle, and this is the hourly chart right here. So let me come over here to the 15-minute chart. I will post what I personally think happened on Netflix. If we break out of this pre-market high, we're going to keep going. It's just going to keep on climbing higher. If we do not break that, I think we're going to pull back a little bit, and then guess what? We're going to continue with the trend. So what I'm saying is I'm bullish on Netflix. I would be bullish on Netflix. Just look to buy a pullback in some magnitude. I do think people will sell. That makes a lot of sense to me. I will wait until the market opens tomorrow to play Netflix. But what I can say with this gap is I'm unequivocally, unquestionably bullish, and I would not look to play Netflix bearish for long. If you want to play a weekly put option or something like that and be really fast about it, I get it. That's totally fine. That probably will work. Just wait a little bit beforehand. So I will publish this. Netflix bullish retest gap. Trend is very bullish. If you plan on buying a put at open to catch the retest and profit taking, wait for IV to decrease or make sure to use a limit buy. However, Netflix will get bought up. The trend is bullish. Hashtag buy the dip. Type in a 1 if you use Netflix. Yeah, so you guys all know how they make money. Perfect. This should be a stock that if you have a Netflix account, you should probably buy some shares. Have Netflix pay you to have their subscription. All right, that makes sense. Buy 3, 4, 5 shares. If it moves $10, there you go. You paid for your month subscription. Doesn't have to be a big investment. Be an owner rather than just a buyer. I don't have any shares in Netflix, but you know who does? My girlfriend. She bought some shares, so it works out. It works. So that's Netflix. That's kind of my thoughts on it. Steve says potentially moving fast as hell right off the bat. Yeah, exactly. There's a good chance it's going to go really, really quickly. So it's not a gap and go. Someone was asking about that because it is a white candle gapping higher. So that's a retest gap. Elvis says when you use an hourly for a more aggressive trade when swing trading. That is correct. Yep, hourly. So I had trader request Caterpillar and then Boeing. So Caterpillar is just a strong bullish trend. Nothing to see here. Nothing exciting on Caterpillar. If you're in, be bullish and have your stops in place. She's just going to keep going higher for a little bit longer. This trend is getting comical, though. It is getting comical. Some things will start slowing down at some point, but until then, here's Boeing. So Boeing, I was looking at that one earlier today. Took my eyes off of it, didn't play anything with Boeing. Here's the weekly chart. Same thing with Boeing. It's getting a little comical. It's getting up there. I'll put it to you this way. I'm personally not looking at buying up here Because there is something that I've learned about buying stocks. You're supposed to do it low. You're supposed to do it very low. So that's my thoughts on Boeing. Mila is asking about how she would play First Solar's bullish gap and go. Laxi, if you want to know about how I'm going to trade Netflix, just come back tomorrow. Tomorrow is Tech Giant Tuesday. We'll have plenty of time. You'll have days and days to set up a good trade on Netflix. So don't worry about it. It's not going to go to 1,000 tomorrow. You'll have your shot at it. Yeah. So come back tomorrow. Tech Giant Tuesday. We'll look at it. So First Solar, Mila, this is a bullish gap and go. It's an aggressive trade. So, I mean, if it breaks above this high, because it's happening after hours. So I would probably wait for it to break above this high, look to buy the dip, and then get in long. Most traders are already in from Brad's setup not too long ago. So hopefully that trade continues nicely. But that's what I would do on First Solar, mostly because it's moving right now pre-market. I don't trade pre-market, right? I like to have a life. I don't need to look at the markets every day. Not a big deal. So First Solar, that's kind of my play. Facebook, ticker symbol FB. So if you're looking at playing Facebook, I think it's a phenomenal move. Here's your 100 simple moving average, and it was a fantastic bounce. Type in a 3 if you were here as a real life trader when I told everyone to buy the bounce on Facebook. There's an unquestionable dip buying opportunity. That is the trend. Sybil did it. Matthias did it. Mila, Robert, Thomas, Stephen, Francisco, congratulations. Had a lot of traders do some put sales. Had a lot of traders buy some calls, buy some stock. It was a great dip buying opportunity. DJ, if you didn't get filled, it's okay, man. No big deal. But it was simple. I mean, 174.73 is a daily support that I've had drawn in there forever. That was just a previous all-time high. No big deal. And it came down to the 100, and that was a support area. A lot of traders sold some puts, which is also a bullish strategy. Facebook has, guys, here, it's hard for me to describe how bullish Facebook is. Let me do my best. Of the 7 billion people that are on Earth, half of them have their information stored on Facebook's servers. Because Facebook owns Instagram, WhatsApp, and Facebook, which means every one of you here, all of you, your buying profiles, your demographics, who you are, your soul, your firstborn kid, and your blood type, they have all that information. And they're selling it. So Facebook's going to go higher. If I was looking at playing Facebook, this is a big, nice white candle. I would buy the dip. And then a conservative stop would be down here. And then an aggressive stop would honestly just be right below these candles. So I will post out in the chat pane for you guys. For those asking about Facebook, that's how I would personally play it, right? Nice bullish candle, a little bit of a pullback into old resistance, new support. I would prefer for you guys that bought 3 or 4 days ago, but you know, tell you if it pulls back some, it won't be bad. So that's my thoughts on Facebook. Jesse Levan, I mentioned I would hold off until tomorrow, but I can look at it today. Jesse is up 12 R's on his Amazon trade. Here's what we were talking about just the other day on Amazon. Let me turn off the extended hours here for a second. And I told him to play this double bottom right like this. Here's the double bottom, broke above. I said just simply buy into that neckline and put your stops down here. He got into that trade with options, so he's cranking it out. So Jesse, let me know what your option expiration is, and we'll see how much longer you can hold it. But 1341, that's just the previous all-time high, but Amazon's going to blow through that real quick. Santi says, Jeremy, you own Facebook, I think 300 stocks at 25 or 30. Do you still own them? Santi, I'm so glad you remembered. Thank you. If I told you yes, I would be lying. I do not have Facebook anymore. I sold a bunch of covered calls. I think I finally got called away at 125, if I'm not mistaken. Is it a 125 or a 135? So yeah, I finally got called away, man, but I guess I can't be too upset about it. I have sold many put sales on Facebook though. Many. So yeah, I mean, we're going to keep it up. Asha says, would it be worth buying put spreads on Amazon? So again, Asha, just to confirm the lingo, buying a put spread would be a bear put spread. I wouldn't consider that. If you were going to sell a bull put spread, that would be a bullish position. The best time to have done that would have been 2 or 3 days ago on the dip. So right now, I'd probably have to say no. Elvis says, do you have a good option put call video for newbies? I do. Look for it on YouTube, Elvis, and if you can't find it, email me. Roku, R-O-K-U, had a very nice pop today. It's coming off the 50 EMA, and we're actually gapping post-market. We're up 45 bucks. So there's a lot moving pre-market right now. A white candle gapping up. What type of gap will that be, ladies and gentlemen? Exactly. That will be a retest gap. Precisely. It will be a retest. So again, the afternoon room, we can use this information to kind of create a plan for what we're going to do tomorrow for either my day traders and or my swing traders, because the point is, if I can see gaps, that's what I'm using to swing trade. Like this type of gap right here. I saw a one-legged blind mountain goat playing volleyball with a bowling ball. Play this trade bullish. What type of gap was that on Roku? Look at me, no candles on the screen, I'm a classic, yeah. You know it. It's a gap and go, for sure. It's a bullish gap and go. Adam says, is that the actual name of the candlestick pattern? It should be. That should be the name. Yes, very good bullish gap. It was very easy to play. You had to be bullish on that one. David says, how about a bull put spread on this, or do you just sell the puts? On Roku, I don't know when earnings are on Roku. Let me go look. I would not hold puts February 21st. So you got a little bit of time on Roku. You can go kind of far away. Believe it or not, guys, I have 60 seconds left. Let me go look at Win. That'll be the last stock I look at today, and then we're going to look at what we're going to do tomorrow. So Win, believe it or not, hit my Q2 target today. Today. Unbelievable. It was a nice retest gap today as well. 5-minute chart, white candle gapping up. Here's the pullback. We actually, if you watch the morning room today, you will hear me call this exact trade on Win. The exact thing, guys, right as it was forming this candle. Again, I'm going to email this to you in a little bit. Watch it. You'll hear me say, hey, guys, it's going to break down really quick into a support and then bounce. Beautiful dip buying opportunity on Win. Very nice tweezer bottom type of pattern right there. Almost a perfect tweezer bottom. It came into the 10 eventually, kind of popped higher over the afternoon. Just a powerhouse. Unreal. So tomorrow is Tech Giant Tuesday. I won't cover as much educational info at the beginning. This is Mentorship Monday, and that's just kind of what I do. I like to cover a different topic every month. Sometimes we talk about credit spreads. Sometimes we talk about weekly options. Sometimes we talk about VIX. Sometimes we talk about earnings strategies like the straddle, the strangle. Sometimes we talk about trader psychology. Sometimes we talk about whatever you want. So here's what we're talking about on Tuesday. These are some stocks that were already requested. TER, we're going to look at Baidu again, LFIN, Momo, Roku again, GM, Amazon, Square again, Netflix, of course, BCE for Brian Shepard, FireEye, TCX, Alibaba, Apple, Facebook, Visa, Nike, Team, is that a ticker? CORT, Tesla, Chevron, Micron Technology, MasterCard, CVS, Bank of America, and Priceline. Energy Wednesday is on Wednesday, my friends. Andrew says, can you put the link up for the specials that you're offering this week? Yeah, sure. I guess I forgot that was even up there. I will. So anticlimactic. Sorry, Andrew. I'm a bad salesman. I'm not used to this. If you guys want to continue trading with us, please do. There is just zero reason I can think of not to. It's a phenomenal investment. You'll become a better trader. You will become a better person. Here is the special for this week. It's $169 a month is the special. I normally charge about $349 for this. It's 53% off. You're going to get access to the afternoon room, the weekly options newsletter, the morning trading room, and the cryptocurrency digital asset Bitcoin Ethereum program that I'm launching next week. It's going to be the best cryptocurrency program on the planet Earth. I can assure you. Garanga says, this discount applies for current subscribers also? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So this applies to everyone. Oh, hey, Chris. Thanks, man. So anyone and everyone, this is for you. Marta says, do you offer specials for just the afternoon room? Yeah, we can talk about that. The afternoon room right now is $119 a month just by itself. So I will put that link and everyone else. But yeah, here's what I want to do, guys. I want to help enrich lives with you. I want to grow with you, get better. I want to ask good questions. I want to trade really well. I want to get better together. Robert says, are we locked into this price? Yes, this will go up 100% in 5 days. Meaning it will increase 100% in value 5 days from right now. And I'm not kidding. My prices only go higher, just like a stock. I don't discount my room, guys, because I get better. You guys get better. We trade better. We trade better together. Give it a try. If you want a special price, email me for something, and then we'll figure something out. If you are an active current real life trader and you pay more than $169 a month, get at me, and we will reduce it for you. All I want to do is enrich lives together, folks. I want to help people from all around the world of all ages learn this stuff. And all I can say is it's been an absolute blissful honor and privilege working with all of you. Have a great afternoon. I'm going to be in the morning room tomorrow with Brad Reed, and I'm going to be back here 23 hours and 57 minutes from right now. And until then, remember, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.